Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. First things first, Merry Christmas. I hope everybody is having an amazing Christmas day and that you're able to spend it with friends and family. So on with the video, it is a follow-up to the last video I did on Chilli. It's the follow-up video that he made after he got that ticket for driving 19 miles over the speed limit. Basically, you really do have to lower yourself to his mentality to kind of understand what he is even talking about half the time. And even though it was painful, I would manage to get almost that low to understand what he was talking about. Basically, to sum it up, Chilli is above the law and he should never be ticketed or arrested or anything because he should get away with everything. Hope you enjoy the video.
What's up, little Charlie Bear? What's up, little Charlie Bear? Where's your bed at? Where's your bed at, Charlie? Where'd your bed go? He figures he's just going to jump up and find it. He won't. But I want to talk a little bit about don't tread on me. Because, I've had a little bit of time to think about it. And people have asked me, you were speeding, right? And good morning, everybody.
So, should we all ignore the fact that Chilli is either too high or too dumb to know how to open doors on a vehicle? Because I don't think I've ever seen anybody have that much trouble opening doors or trunk doors to a video as I just watched Chilli do. I mean, they're fairly easy. You pull the handle and they open.
Lily, good morning. How is everybody? That reminds me, I have the Lily on Messenger that I got to get back to. But, you guys are going to watch me get a ticket at the premiere coming up. Good morning. Good morning, BMX, BC Transparency. What's going on? And so I got out my Don't Tread on Me flag. I carry this flag in the back of my van. And what does don't tread on me actually mean? What does this mean? What does this mean to you? What does don't tread on me? What does that mean? What does it mean? And so, you're going to see that I'm going to get a ticket here, right? Human, do you want to get blocked out of the room, dude? Or do you want to just, do you want to just have a conversation here? And maybe we can learn something from one another if you have anything to offer besides just insults and hatred. Focus on what the content is and see if we disagree on the content. See if we disagree on the content. Just see if we disagree. Yeah. Am I buffering? I guess I was buffering a little bit. Didn't mean to. Let me check my internet real quick. Give me 5 seconds here. I should be working. I should be working. Let me just stay right there, Charlie. Stay right there, Charlie. I just got a ticket. I just got a ticket. So when we talk about that, and I got a ticket, there's $1 million question there. And the $1 million question is, what is treading on you? What does it mean when you says the government is treading on you? What does that mean exactly? Can anybody really explain it to me? What don't tread on me means? Can you explain that? I'm gonna grab Charlie out of the car real quick and just bring him. Look at Charlie. Look at Charlie. Look at Charlie. And I've got both doors cracked, by the way. That door and the other door's both cracked. And it's overcasty and about 70 degrees, so it's not very hot outside right now. I mean, it's... Okay. Sure. So, what does that mean? What does it mean when you say, come on, boy?
I'm not going to subject anyone else to listening to Chilli's almost 5 minutes of repetitiveness of this stupid question. Does anybody know what tread on me means? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to me? Does anybody know what it means? Because he's already proven he doesn't know how to use the internet. He doesn't know how to Google things. He proves that in every video he makes. And obviously, his cultists don't know how to use the internet because nobody answered him in the chat either. They just let him go on and on for 5 minutes. So I did the work for him as usual. Although often referred to as the Don't Tread on Me flag, the correct name is the Gadsden flag, named after its designer, Christopher Gadsden, an American Revolution era politician. The Gadsden's flag's history begins in 1775 when Christopher Gadsden, a Continental colonel from South Carolina, designed the flag and presented it to the Colonial Marines, the American colony's amphibious infantry force. The Colonial Marines adapted Gadsden's flag alongside another design, the Moultrie flag, which is a blue flag with a white crescent overlaid with the word Liberty. Both flags served as symbols of the Continental Marines until 1798, at which point the unit transitioned into the modern-day United States Marine Corps. Semper Fidelis. After the Revolutionary War ended and the United States declared independence, the Gadsden flag fell into disuse, only occasionally flown in Charleston, South Carolina, as a historical symbol, until the flag's modern resurgence in the 1970s. The Gadsden flag originally featured a plain yellow field, a coiled timber rattlesnake facing to the left, and the words, "Don't tread on me." Although modern incarnations later included the apostrophe, the original flag featured none. The timber rattlesnake is a highly venomous species of pit viper native to the eastern regions of North America. This snake was well known and feared in all 13 of the original American colonies and was one of the first recurring American animal symbols. The words "Don't tread on me" are a motto and a battle cry intended to warn the British Crown that the colonies will defend themselves if attacked. There you go, Chilli.
So there's $1 million question here, and I want you guys to answer it. And I want to know what you guys think because it matters. I'm going to get a ticket in the video coming up. They're going to give me a traffic ticket for speeding. And the question that I had to you is that what needs to happen? Do we need to get a ticket every time we have an interaction with a cop? Do cops need to hide in the middle of the desert to give us a ticket? Do you think that that's what we want in America? You think we want that? You think that's a positive thing? You think that's something that we all want to live through? Because I don't. I don't want to live through that. I don't want to be ticketed for every single thing I do. I don't want for cops to hide and give me tickets for victimless crimes. Victimless crimes. It doesn't even make sense. Those two words don't even work together. Sorry about the internet being a little spotty there for a second, but I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want to have to deal with having to worry about police hiding to get me. And that's why I cut this video down to a 17-minute little clip. And it's just incredible to me. Good morning, everybody. Little Scott for a speeding ticket in the middle of nowhere. I was driving through the middle of the desert. There was nobody around. There was nobody there. And they gave me a speeding ticket. And for what? For what exactly did I get the speeding ticket for? I just can't wrap my head around it because there was nobody around. There was nobody around.
Well, yes, dummy, you should get a ticket if you're going that high over the speed limit. The speed limit was, what do you say, 65? You were going 89. 89. You were going 19 miles per hour over the actual speed limit. Yes, you should get a ticket for that. I don't care if there's nobody around. You're in the middle of the freaking desert and there's literally nothing there. The fact that you were on a road, a state highway, going that fast, yes, you deserve to get a ticket. Not a warning, an actual ticket. If you were going 10 miles over, then yeah, I could understand if he just wanted to give you a warning or say, hey, you need to watch it and slow down. But you were going 19 miles per hour over the freaking speed limit. You deserved the ticket. Who cares if you don't want your day interrupted by a police officer? Guess what? He doesn't want to be out there babysitting idiots like you on the road who cannot seem to follow simple traffic laws. And you cannot seem to follow a simple traffic law. Like, don't speed. Watch the road when you're driving. No, you don't do that. The reason you're speeding is because you're not paying attention to the speed that you're going, because you're too busy looking at two phones in your hand and your mirror and reading comments and reading emails and whatever else you're doing, but you're not watching the road. You would rather stare at your face in your camera and hear your voice come out of your mouth 24/7 than to watch the road. I mean, what's going to happen when you do get in a car accident, Chilli, and you kill a family of 4 because you are too selfish to drive properly on the road and follow simple traffic laws? Are you going to go to court and say, I'm sorry, sir, but it shouldn't matter. I should be allowed to do whatever I want when I'm driving. I don't have to look at the road. It's not my fault that that family of 4 died. They were out on the road at the same time as me, so they're fair game. I mean, come on. That is basically what you're saying. And don't say there was nobody else on the road. 2 cars were seen in that video. So you weren't the only one on the road.
See if there's people do things that are defamatory in nature. And so, there's things I look forward to happening. And one of those things is, I don't know how to unhide him, but someone can unhide Stugatz. I don't know how to unhide him, or I would just do it myself. I'm really sorry, guys. Really sorry. I don't know how to do it. But if you could please... good morning, Timothy Lyons. What's going on, my friends? That's okay, Mandy. Stugatz, you're going to be right back in. She just untimed you for a second, and you will be untimed out in a minute. I got my Ford hat on this morning. I just threw my glasses on. That's okay, Mandy. Unfortunately, we have to constantly be vigilant because of how many trolls we have. And it's an amazing number. And the reason why it's an amazing number is because we're right over the target. What needs to change? What needs to change is I don't want to be tread on. I don't want to be driving through a desert at 7 o'clock in the morning. It was 7 o'clock in the morning. There wasn't even anybody on the street, and that cop pulled me over and ticketed me. As a matter of fact, just so you know, and the reason why I pulled over where the babe got pulled over is because I was so upset. Good morning, Yoshi. Good morning, Air Muffs. A big thank you to everybody for the fundraiser yesterday. We'll total up the dollars, and we'll send those all over there today for Christy. Super great. Christy wrote me and said, hey, Chilli, I want to give you some money, and I said, no, I don't want it. There were a couple people actually donated directly to me. They said, hey, here's some money for you, Chilli. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. But, I want to help Christy. That's what I want to do. So we'll have a total dollar amount later on as soon as I can.
Yes, Chilli loves doing fundraisers, and we know why, because in one of his fundraisers, I believe it was for the last one for Deborah or one for one other criminal he was trying to get out of jail. He admitted in his live stream that he takes a percentage for himself. He didn't say why. He just said he takes a percentage for himself. I think it was 2%. I can't remember, or 20%. I don't remember exactly. I'd have to go back and find it. But he did say that. So I'm almost wondering if it's kind of like a finder's fee or a, hey, I'm fundraising for you, so I'm taking a fee out for, like, that's why he likes fundraising, because he gets money from it. And it's just sickening. It's disgusting how he does that. If you're going to fundraise, the entire amount should go to the person you're fundraising for. If it's through YouTube, then yeah, YouTube's going to take its 33%. That's fine. But on top of that, you, as the creator and the person doing the fundraiser, should never touch any of that money. But it's Chilli, and we all know he'll do anything for money other than work.
Give me a ticket in the desert in the middle of the morning when nobody was around. That was a violation of my person. I shouldn't have to pay the state if there's no victim to any crime. If there's no victim, then there's no crime. And so people will give stupid examples like, oh, what about a bank robbery? I don't have any... Dude, get the fuck out of here, dude. Get out of here, dude. That doesn't exist. You're a liar, dude. Just such crap, dude. Such crap. People are so full of crap. But I shouldn't get a ticket for just driving down the road, no matter who's around. I shouldn't get a ticket just because I'm driving and there's a posted speed limit, and all of a sudden, then I get a ticket for what? For what exactly? For what exactly do I get a ticket? It's just perfect.
So we all know that Chili's complaining about the fact that he got a ticket and how he believes he shouldn't have gotten a ticket. But the fact that he just said, I shouldn't have gotten a ticket no matter who was around, just proves how ignorant he really truly is to law. I don't care who's around. If it's 3 in the morning and there's no cars on the road, or if it's 7:07 in the morning and there's only 2 cars on the road, which we did see 2 cars, it doesn't matter. You're driving on a state highway. Therefore, you have to follow traffic laws. And when you choose not to, then you're going to get pulled over. And depending on the type of traffic law it is, you will get a ticket or a warning. Since you were going 19 miles over the speed limit and you got pulled over by a highway patrol, which 9 times out of 10, highway patrol, they're not going to give you a warning. They will ticket you no matter what it is. Some may let you off, but they're very, very few and rare. So, with that said, yes, you deserved a ticket. Absolutely. And it doesn't matter if it was a victimless crime. There does not have to be a victim for it to be a crime. A victimless crime is an activity that the government has decreed criminal, even though there is no identifiable victim. A victimless crime is an activity that is performed by one or more consenting people that causes no harm, injury, or violation to anyone outside of the people performing the activity. Therefore, just because there was no victim, because you somehow, by God's grace, still have not killed a family of 4 on the road, does not mean it wasn't a crime. It was still a crime. You can still commit a crime even if there's no victim. I'm tired of hearing you and other frauditors sit there and say, well, there's no victim, so there's no crime. Yes, there's a crime. There was obviously a crime. And it's kind of hard for a cop to hide in the desert when there's barely any trees. So, again, nobody knows what you're talking about because you don't even know what you're talking about.
Quick. Morning, Moba. Hey, buddy. Yep. You up? Yep. I'm out of here in like 1 hour. I got a couple hundred people here. Got a premiere in about 10 minutes, and then I got to hit the road. It's going to be a tough drive. It's going to be a tough drive, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a long drive. So, it's my personal belief that I should be able to drive down the road if I'm not causing any problems and there's nobody around for me to intimidate or scare with any kind of driving, then I should not be ticketed. If the state wants to pull me over and ask me to slow down, then okay, I'm okay with that. Not even pull over. There's just so many levels there should be before you're forced to be pulled over on the side of the road by the state. Clem Kid, you can look at it that way. You can say, oh, he broke the law. You could see it that way. But at the same time, what if it was you, dude? I mean, forget that it's me and you hate me and you know nothing about me. You don't watch any of my content. You don't realize we raised $2,500 yesterday for Christy because you don't watch any of the content. So, just saying, and by the way, big shout out to Jim over there in the Midwest, to David.
Yeah, that's great, Chilli. That's great that you believe that you should be able to drive as fast as you want on any highway, interstate, or road and not be pulled over and ticketed. However, thankfully, your beliefs are not law. Your beliefs just prove how ignorant you truly are. You're also at this point trying to fit in with sovereign citizens because you don't fit in with auditors. None of them even want you part of their community. We saw that with DMA. Even DMA, as dumb as he is, pushed you out. And now you're trying to fit in with sovereign citizens? No. They don't even want you in their community. And I meant to mention this in the other commentary clip, but somebody in his chat, when he was talking about it was a victimless crime, somebody in the chat, I guess, mentioned, what about a bank robbery? That's a victimless crime. And Chilli's response was, a bank robbery, that doesn't even exist. Yeah, actually, they do exist. They didn't cease to exist back in the Western time. They do still exist. It just proves, again, your lack of intelligence and your lack of caring what facts are. You don't even bother to check. You just think that, oh, okay, I thought that, so it's true. It's real. People are going to believe it. They're not going to look it up, and that's the problem. Your cultists don't bother looking up the facts. They just listen to whatever comes out of your mouth.
It's I didn't do anything to have to pay the state money. The road pirate, and that's the title of the video. And if you guys would please, as the subscribers, the people who do subscribe to the channel, if you'll please, try to share the videos, because as you know, with all the hatred, they've hurt the growth of the channel dramatically. It's down 90%. Growth is down 90%. Which is really bad, which is why I'm taking legal action, because you're not allowed to do that,
No, please, please. I am begging everyone not to share his videos, because the less people that do what he says to do, then that's the least amount of people that are going to go to jail or become more stupid because they are listening and believing anything he says. And no, Chilli, your channel and your store has been suffering tremendously because of you. Not because of Kate, not because of Team Skeptic, not because of Blue Bear or Blue Bacon. It is because of you. You have a vile personality, and your behavior is completely disgusting. That is why your channel and your store has been doing so bad. But you'll never take accountability for anything, ever. You just want to blame everybody else and play the victim. Guess what that is? When you play the victim consistently like you do over everything and never take responsibility for your own actions and behavior, it's definitely not an alpha male. So basically the rest of the video is Chilli repeating his same nonsense over and over again and reading out names of everybody that's in his chat, telling certain people that he's gonna call them, and that's basically what the rest of the video is. It's not worth even commenting on. He's just so delusional and mindless. He has shown over and over and over again that he has no understanding of the law, no understanding of our Constitution, no understanding of much of anything at all. Those I feel bad for are his followers, because they listen to everything he says. And he thrives off of it, he feeds off of it, and he uses them more and more and more. Because they are so easily manipulated, easily lied to, he knows it's easy for him just to say, hey, I need this or I need that. And they're going to give it to him because they think he's right. He has a mission, he says, to change things. We all know his only mission is attention and money, and that's it. Well, I have a mission now. I have a mission to try and help every one of his real subscribers, which is probably only around 40% of what's actually numbered there. My mission is to help them realize that he's lying to them and using them, because he's not being honest with them at all. And it's really sad. It just breaks my heart that these people are so easily manipulated, and he takes advantage of that. But that's the type of person he is. He's a narcissist. He's a paranoid schizophrenic. And he says he won't stop. Well, we know that. He's never going to stop hurting people or trying to hurt people. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a shorter one. I didn't do anything yesterday because I was so busy with getting ready for Christmas Day, which is today. So I wanted to put something out to say Merry Christmas. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Christmas Day, having fun with family, friends, and even if you're by yourself, know that you're not truly by yourself, okay? Have a Merry Christmas. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Be safe. Love you.